I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes. But that's a list that I can't find. If I'd have built my life around you, I could have built.
I did too.
John, you are pissing me off.
Oh my god, that's a great way to start this. All right, so
pissing you off.
oh my god, we're starting with a fight here, guys. So we got me, we got John, we got Kevin.
Yeah, and John's pissing me off.
Oh my god, here we go.
All I'm asking is
you to shut up.
And he wants to do everything but leave a review.
All right, why are we leaving your review?
Because I need you guys to do I need you guys to do it for me.
Will you buy me a Rumpleman shot if I do that?
Yes.
Boom. I will do it while you're talking about our artist that John picked for this podcast.
Thank you. John, same goes for you.
You're going to buy me a Rumple shot?
As long as you leave that review that I need.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound very promising.
All right, if I leave a 5-star review, you have to buy me a bottle.
No. No, that's not how this works.
I'll leave 2 reviews under different names for a bottle.
No.
And one of them will say that the cashier with the biggest dick ever helped me today.
I am
His
not a
name was
cashier.
Kevin Wallen.
Not a cashier.
I don't give a shit. A teller.
I'm not a
manager.
teller. That's
An
not my
assistant
job.
branch manager.
That is not my job title.
You know what? I'll say the dude with the biggest dick ever helped me today. I think his name wasn't Kevin Wallace. It was literally any other dude.
All right, well, we're 2 minutes in and we haven't even figured out who we're talking about today. We're just talking about Rumples, shots, and banks.
All right, are we ready to do this for real this time? Here we go. Welcome back to 3 Men, 1 Band. I'm John.
We've already done the intro.
No, we have not.
I'm leaving all that in.
Oh my gosh. I hope you don't. I will not be posting that.
All right. Hang on.
I don't want Kevin to get some ego here with thinking he's actually got a big pee-pee.
All right. Am I keeping it or not?
Please keep it.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, John.
We're talking about Morgan Wallen this week. Yep, that's right.
Why?
Morgan Wallen. Who is Morgan Wallen, you might ask? Well, that, Jordan, is a great question.
Thank you.
Morgan Wallen, who was born on May 13th, 1993, is an American pop. Well, actually, not American pop. I don't know why I said that. He's an American country singer from Sneedville, Tennessee.
Where is that?
Sneedville, Tennessee. For those of you who don't know, it's this town. It's in Tennessee. More specifically, it's off of Route 33.
What are the exact coordinates?
The exact coordinates.
Latitude, longitude, elevation.
Is
population.
I'm finding that hard to believe, but I found some not hard to believe information about that town.
Morgan Wallen's from there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How'd you know?
I did not know that. That's crazy, man.
That is pretty crazy.
What's the town called again?
Oh my god.
Meadville, Tennessee.
Where is that? Okay. Where in Tennessee is that?
It's in Hancock County, specifically.
I feel like I've heard this place before.
Yeah. Originally it formed in Colonial Virginia, just so you know. Because Tennessee and Virginia are like the same thing, but whatever.
Okay.
We don't need to get into that.
What singer did you pick again?
So I picked Joseph Jehalsenpfeffer as my singer. So this Joseph fella goes by the pseudonym Morgan Wallen.
No.
And he was born in 1993 in Sneedville, Tennessee. He's an American country singer.
Where's he from?
He's actually from the Florida-Georgia line.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. So, you know, for those of you that don't know about Morgan Wallen, he was actually a baseball player in high school.
I thought you were going to say he's from Sneedville.
Well, I can talk about that, but I'll
Please.
hold off for a moment.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil any surprises for people. But he played high school baseball, and he really, really wanted to continue with playing baseball. But then he got hurt and decided, you know what, music's the second best thing. So I'm going to do that instead. And as a result, he said, I'm going to go into music the way all the best people go into music. And I'm going to be a contestant on The Voice.
okay.
Because why? Everyone knows American Idol's better, but whatever. He got to meet Shakira, so that's pretty cool. And he made it a good ways through The Voice season 6 specifically, but he didn't make it all the way. But that did just enough for him to kind of launch his career a little bit. Through the process of being on The Voice, he met this guy named Sergio Sanchez, who was kind of like a vocal coach and kind of took Morgan under his wing for a little bit. They started a band together in Nashville called Morgan Wallen and Them Shadows, which I try not to judge band names because, but this is not a good band name in my opinion. Me personally. Don't take any offense to that, Morgan. You are pretty darn cool still. But anyways, after working with Sanchez a little bit, he got introduced to Bill Ray of Panacea Records, which is the first record label he signed with. He wasn't with them for very long, just long enough to release EP, and then he was kind of out of there and signed with Big Loud Records instead. So he kind of moved his way up pretty quickly. Shortly after signing with Big Loud Records in 2015, he put out an album. Well, it started with a couple of singles, but we all know that's how the music industry works. But this first album was, in fact, called... I didn't write it down very well. Let me look at Spotify. It's called If I Know Me, was his first album released.
Okay.
Were you trying to help? I appreciate that.
I was
Does he
trying.
know where he's from?
Oh, he's from Sneedville, Tennessee.
Okay. I had to clarify that. I was trying to wrap my brain around where he's from.
Yeah, all this info doesn't really make sense until you understand he's from Sneedville.
Yes, that it all really does make sense now.
Yeah, it truly does. But yeah, he released this first album once again. He released If I Know Me, and if you knew about him, you'd know that he is from Sneedville, Tennessee, actually.
Fuck off.
Just in case you guys didn't know that. I wanted to share that little piece of info with you there.
Steedville really is out there. It's like around the border of Virginia.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's also where Morgan Wallen's from, if you didn't know that.
It's in Hancock County.
Yes, yes, it is. Don't quit, Kevin. We just got back together. We can't quit already.
Yeah, why do you hate having fun?
Yeah, Kevin.
Get a problem with
anyways,
buddy?
He releases a couple singles, co-writes a couple songs for some people, and then he ends up going on tour with Florida Georgia Line on their Dig Your Roots tour. It was while on that tour that he collaborated with the band to come up with the song Up Down, which, if you're not familiar, we're going up to Sneedville. Then we turn around and go back down to Sneedville. And this song actually hit the top 5 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. So his first taste of success. It was just after this that he did officially release that If I Know Me album. Kevin, if you know Morgan Wallen, what do you know?
I know he's from Sneedsville.
Yeah!
Is he dangerous?
Well, we'll talk about that momentarily.
It is more recent. Yes, he's dangerous.
Fine. Just one thing at a time. All right.
but he releases If I Know Me in 2018. The third single, Whiskey Glasses, came out, which was his biggest success yet.
John, I have a question.
He's from Sneedville, Kevin.
It's not that.
What's your question?
So on Apple Music, I had that the first album was Stand Alone. When did Stand Alone come out?
That's an EP.
Yeah, that was his EP in 2015.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Yeah, you probably should.
Make sure you do it in Sneedville.
Yes. Yeah, so Whiskey Glasses was his biggest song yet. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much that.
That's it.
And
All right.
in 2019, he once again toured with Florida Georgia Line on the Can't Say I Ain't Country tour. He followed that up with his next single, Chasing You. That went on the radio in 2019 and peaked at number 2 on the Hot Country Songs chart. Yeah. In August of 2020, If I Know Me, the entire album reached number 1 on the top country albums after breaking a 114-week record. So it was up there for how many weeks is 114? Like
About
slightly over 2 years.
A little over 2 years.
A
Yeah.
little over 2 years.
So he was pretty big time there. But then in 2020 to 2021, he decided that he was not only going to release an album called Dangerous, the double album, but he also was going to be dangerous himself. So it all started, and you can quote me on this, when he got on platforms like TikTok. That was, bam, the beginning of the end for him. Ask me my opinions on TikTok off the air. But he, gets going on that, becomes, according to this article that I read, a quote-unquote unwitting sex symbol.
What?
Some people attribute that to his mullet. I don't know. Kevin, you can probably speak more on that than any of us.
First of all, don't do me like that. Second of all, he looks stupid.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say, buddy. That's
He
not
looks
what they thought on Saturday Night Live.
He looks like every just generic country person.
Yeah. I believe the one video I was watching heralded him as a quote-unquote everyday rock star. Do with that what you will.
I don't understand how that's attractive, but
yeah, I guess.
Well, ask Morgan.
I will.
Not Morgan Wallen, but like the other Morgan.
I know many Morgans I can ask.
Oh, ask them all, including Morgan Wallen.
I don't think I know any.
You should try looking in Sneedville first. He might be there.
I'm still reading this picture you sent about Sneedville.
Well, I'm providing context as to his backstory.
It's 93% white.
Yeah, does that surprise you for Tennessee?
Yes. I thought it would have been at least 94%. I mean, this is Sneedville.
That's not where I was expecting you to go. I mean, it is like 93.53%, so that's almost 94 if you round up. But anyways,
one Asian.
Morgan Wallen found himself with so much time during the pandemic to develop his sophomore album, which once again is called Dangerous, the double album. And when it debuted, it immediately went to the top of the 200 Billboard 200 charts. It would remain at the top of the Canadian chart for 4 weeks and the US chart for 6 consecutive weeks, marking the first country artist to do that since Garth Brooks in 1992, proving what Lainey Wilson says, that country is cool again.
She's hot.
Jordan, why don't you talk more about that?
About what part?
About Sneedsville.
Yes, talk about Sneedsville.
I've never heard of this place. Is somebody from there?
No, actually, nobody's from there. It's fake.
There's one Asian. That's crazy. That lives there apparently.
Yeah,
I'm literally on Google.
big
I'm on
deal.
Google. I'm on Google right now trying to figure out who it is.
Do you think you're like their cousin or something?
No, I'm just gonna invite them on the pod and ask them about Sneedville.
Oh, perfect. Well, anyways, as I kind of alluded to before, Morgan Wallen decided not only to write a dangerous album, but to get dangerous himself. On February 2nd of 2021, TMZ released a video that was recorded on January 31st of Morgan Wallen using a bad word.
Which
Okay.
word?
A bad word that starts with an N.
Oh.
Yeah, that word.
no.
He used it with one of his friends after a night out. Shortly after, he issued an apology statement, but the fallout still happened. Of course, Apple Music, Pandora, Spotify removed him from their future playlist. Many radio stations just took him off the air entirely. His record label suspended their contract indefinitely, and the American Academy, or the Academy of Country Music, announced that his album Dangerous, the double album, would not be eligible for any awards that year. Morgan Wallen also released a video saying to his fans, "Don't defend me." That's not something you usually see, but I thought it was interesting. But eventually he kind of, I don't know if he flew under the radar for a while, I can't really remember, but eventually he kind of started making his way back into the limelight. And this, I thought, I don't know if this is actually interesting or not, but in the weeks following this controversy, his album sales for Dangerous actually surged. In some cases, they said it actually went up to over 100% of
Probably in Sneedville.
probably all like 1,300 people that live there probably bought it to back their hometown hero. I don't know though.
It seemed like he got canceled for about like 2 seconds. Like he got like a quick little spanking and then everyone just forgave him.
Yeah,
Usually what
I
happens.
think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But he made it back, back up. Then in around 2022 to 2023, he started
did it
working on his
again.
third
Oh.
album, One Thing at a Time. Oh, I forgot to mention he got a DUI in 2016 as well. I kind of glossed over that earlier. Just
Was
back up.
he in Sneedville when this happened?
That I could not find. I just know he got one.
Okay.
But
Why did
anyways, he starts releasing all these singles. A lot of them go into the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, such as like You Proof and Thought You Should Know. Big tracks here. Yeah, then he kind of got in a little hot water with fans during 2023 when he just like out of nowhere canceled a whole bunch of shows and was like, "So actually I kind of fucked up my vocal cords." And they were like, "Oh, you suck." But that didn't hold him down for a long time either. This album was quite the popular album as well. I saw it was worded horrifically. Where was it? Trying to read. I think this was the album I read in one article that said it stayed at the top of the charts for 7 weeks, and then for the next 4 weeks stayed at the top of the charts, which makes no sense. But well, it makes no sense as to why you'd say it like that. But whatever. It does make sense musically because it's a kick-ass album. But anyways, then we have a couple more controversies that show up around Morgan Wallen. In 2024, oh, sorry, in 2020, he got arrested while he was outside of Kid Rock's Honky Tonk Bar. Apparently, he was breaking glasses and harassing other patrons of the bar, and they kicked him out, and he kept doing it. So they throw him in jail for a night. Then he gets out. In 2024, his most recent altercation was he went to, whose bar was it? Eric Church's, Kevin, do you remember? I think it was Eric Church.
That sounds right. I'm not totally sure though.
But he hit the bottle pretty hard, and he threw a stool off of the top of the roof, and he got charged with 3 felony counts of reckless endangerment, and then a couple other charges as well.
Racism and
Guilty to some, and some were excused, but now he's on like 2 years straight of supervised probation. Yeah, so that's a little bit about him. He actually just released an album 10 days ago.
Yep. We listened to
it. It is called I'm the Problem.
He sure is.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it, doesn't he? I heard
go
an
back to
interesting
Sneedville.
statistic, but I was not Kevin, Jordan, you'll be the one who wants to know about this, but I was driving to work in the morning one day as it came on the radio, so I can't remember the exact numbers. But you talked about via text one time that you were annoyed at the fact that he didn't write most or any of his songs.
Yes.
This album, I'm the Problem, has 37 songs, and it said that he had a total of like 50 some odd writers.
Oh, don't worry. It's one of my main criticisms on every album.
Yes, and it said actually, I guess because each song had a team of writers, that the average song averaged like 4.7 songwriters per tune. So
it's nuts.
Anyways, I knew that would trigger you a little bit.
Oh, it 100% did.
Long and short, that is Morgan Wallen, the country singer from Sneedville. For those of you who don't know, Sneedville is in Tennessee, and it's in Sneedville.
We'll have to go visit there.
Field trip.
Road trip.
We'll call an Uber when we're at Sandbar. Just go to Sneedville.
That'd be one expensive Uber. Sheesh.
No, it's be worth it though.
All right, we gentlemen are going to start with the EP. I think.
Standalone.
Why not?
Why?
So, Standalone, his EP from his first record label, came out in 2015. It's 5 songs. I don't know. It didn't really do much for me. Spin You Around is a good song. I liked that one. The rest, I mean, I've only listened to it one time. Yeah, but as I sit here and look at it, I don't really remember any of the other songs.
I was a one and done with this one too.
But I don't know. Spin You Around is a very good song to me, so I think that bolstered it a little bit for me. I gave this a 7.
Good Lord. I'm going to have an aneurysm during this.
I like Morgan Wallen. All right, you know what? I'll back it down. I'll go lower for you. I'll give it a 6. Are you happier now?
Oh, good Lord. It's still higher than any score I gave.
Oh my gosh, you're really going to get pissed off later.
I'm not going to throw a stool off a roof.
Don't speak too early, brother.
Well, how late?
Well.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and I can. Well, are you going to give your thoughts on it, or are you just talking about Spin You Around?
That was pretty much my only thought, is that I liked that song. That's just
I mean, for me, I don't think it's as bad as the other stuff. I mean, it's up there. But this is where I kick off my initial review of beer, drinking, and whiskey. Every song mentions it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
That's true.
I gave it a 4.9.
4.9. Okay. I can't get upset at that.
It's better than 3 of my other scores.
So I actually gave this one a 10.0. No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Kevin. You know what's up.
I gave this one I would say 7.3, but I'm gonna go down a little bit, and I'll just
my.
a nice 7.2. Um, nothing crazy. I mean, it was okay. I'm looking through what I have here. Yeah, I'm gonna sound like John. "Spin You Around" is a pretty good song. I like to spin someone around in Sneedsville, Tennessee, and just that'd be
Where?
pretty. Sneedsville,
Oh, they said Speedsville.
Sneedsville, Tennessee. Have you ever heard of it?
No. What's there?
Morgan Wallen.
Who the hell is that?
Someone from Sneedsville, brother. Come on.
I don't know who that is.
But yeah, this first album wasn't anything, I guess the EP wasn't anything crazy.
So this came out. When did this come out? 2015.
Yep.
So he was. Well, he wasn't young. He was 22 already.
What do
So
you?
he was already pretty heavy on the bottle. Good.
Probably.
All right. So not much to say about that first EP.
No, but I start having a lot to say very soon.
Okay.
So let's get
What
into
the
his
heck?
first full feature-length album,
Okay.
If I Know Me, released in 2018.
Yep.
Starts off with the song Up Down that he wrote with Florida Georgia Line. Good song.
I don't
Had
like
Me by
Florida Georgia.
Halftime. It's kind of a deep cut to me, but I do like it. Whiskey Glasses, if you listen to Morgan Wallen or country music at all, you know that song. If I Know Me, another good one. Chasing You is good. Talking Tennessee, I actually came to like at first. I didn't really so much, but eventually I did start to like it quite a bit. But unlike some of his later stuff, I think there's not a lot of, but there's some songs that just don't quite hit for me.
Yeah.
I think there's not a lot of there are some slower songs that he puts out, but I think he does a pretty good job of mixing them in, and it tends to be a lot of more upbeat, as one of my friends would call it, bro country, which is what you're talking about, Jordan. It's talking about drinking and trucks and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I like that kind of music.
Nothing wrong with it.
Overall, I thought this was a pretty good, like, actual debut album. I liked it. I'd give it probably an 8.0.
Good lord.
Oh, I'm saving room for later too. Don't
I
you
mean,
worry.
the first thing I'll say is that the album cover, he looks nothing like that anymore. At least to me.
No.
But no, I know, like you said, he did the feature special guest with Florida Georgia Line. I am not a fan of Florida Georgia Line. I feel like they kind of pioneered that whole what do you want to call it, bro country, but not like the bro country, like the with the hip hop influences in it. I guess you could call it, where it's like more. I don't know what to call it. I call it hip hop.
That's funny.
But I feel like you could kind of see that influence on this album a lot. And as I was going through the writers and stuff, yeah, it kind of made sense with that one. But nothing on this album really stood out to me. I think it was Whiskey Glasses was the big single from this album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, my main review is just beer and whiskey. It's mentioned on every song but two. It hits every single cliche, stereotypical country aspect that you could possibly hit on this album. I'll be honest, as basic as these songs are, in my opinion, I'm surprised that there needed to be this many writers. I feel like I could go on to AI and just ask it to spit out a generic country song and it would spit out the lyrics of these. I do like his voice. He has a good voice. Um, But it is crazy the amount of writers he has on here. It just blows my mind. I'm also equally surprised that this album did not hit number 1 on the Billboard. I'm kind of curious as to what beat it, because I feel like around this time period is when country kind of started taking over a lot of the Billboard slots. So that was kind of interesting to me. What else did I write? Yeah, nothing on here really jumps out to me. If I Know Me wasn't the worst. I like that one a little bit, but other than that, nothing jumps out. I feel like the guitar kind of sounded the same in every song. It had to definitely have the same kind of tempo and beat for the most part. It was just a very basic album. Um, and looking at the times for each song, I mean, they're all within 30 seconds of each other, which made sense. It's just a basic album to me. I feel like someone of his stature and popularity would have done something better. But this is music made for the masses, easy consumption, and I guess he kind of nails that sweet spot for people. I gave it a 5.2.
Okay. I firmly disagree, but that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think Kevin is here. I think he had to see. Oh, wait, I saw a blip. Kevin, blink once if you're here.
Well, we
All
can
right,
just jump right
go to
into
the
the
next
next
one.
album, and he
Yeah,
can
go to the next
catch
one.
up later.
Go to the next one.
So his next album is Dangerous, the double album.
Yes.
This kicks off his theme here of the next several albums all being just absolutely massive.
Yes.
Like I think 30 songs is the shortest, which is this double album here.
Are you including the bonus?
I was not including the bonus tracks.
That's just 3.
Do I even see that? Is that on Spotify?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find this. Because
That's the one that I did. It's only 3
oh, I
songs.
see. Okay, I see. It just wasn't on there for me. Okay. Yeah, so I do kind of like though doing this many songs
It is a lot.
in a row.
I like that too, yes.
So I think "Sand in My Boots," in fact, it's still played relatively frequently today. I just heard in the radio this morning. So good song. I like that. "Wasted on You." I like that one a lot too. Then it gets into a couple lesser known ones. I don't really care for Somebody's Problem that much. More Surprised Than Me. 865 is kind of a different groove to me than what he normally goes for. It's okay. Kind of a stretch for me. I didn't care for his Outlaw song featuring Ben Burgess or Burgess. That wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Then it really does get into kind of a few songs in a row here that I just wasn't huge on. I have really come around though on Chris Stapleton. I didn't used to like him. I'm starting to now. So that song, I could easily recognize his voice and thought, oh, this is really neat. A cool feature here. The song was just okay. Seven Summers, I like that song. This is where it starts getting a little bit better again. More Than My Hometown. Good song, nostalgic, sentimental about your hometown. I like the vibes it puts out. Then it goes into the second album. Starts off a little weak, but picks up as it goes on. This bar is good. Country A $ shit is a pretty good tune as well. But it ends kind of lackluster, just like the first album of this double album did. Truthfully, there are some good songs in this double album, but a lot of it is just not really that strong. in my opinion. So I gave this one a lower score. I went down to a 7.2. There wasn't enough substance. It was a lot of filler to me, and a lot of songs that
Yes.
he put out some really good songs, some really popular songs, but he also put a lot that have just been kind of forgotten about.
Yeah. I will jump right on top of that and say that yes, there is a lot of filler. I do love long albums. I like that. That's pretty cool. I also did not realize how much Hardy wrote for him. I knew who Hardy was because he appears in WWE every now and again, but I had no
Oh,
idea he was this big time of a writer.
I
Um,
did not know that either.
and I was just looking up him. Apparently, he writes for a lot of people. So
Huh.
he's just one of those guys who I guess doesn't have huge albums, but he's just that huge like behind the scenes writer. Um, he's just one of those guys, which good way to make a living. I'm
Yeah,
not a fan of that, but it works. It's what people consume at the top of the chain in pop industry. It's good Nashville country, which is all just very kind of corporate, watered down to me. Um, this album did have my favorite Morgan Wallen song though, which I just learned was a cover. I did not know that, and it was "Cover Me Up."
oh yeah, yes, because I forget who sings the original, but I
Jason
do know.
Isbell.
Sorry, who,
Jason
Isabel?
Jason Isbell.
Okay,
Yes,
yes,
Jason.
I did not know it was a cover, but yeah, I love that song. That is an
yeah,
actual legit good song.
that is a very good song,
Yes.
very heartfelt. If I'm thinking of the right lyrics.
Um. Again, after that, I think it's kind of like a lot of filler. When I get to the disc 2 part, it's so basic sounding. I mean, you have a whole slew of like there's a whole row of songs that just goes beer, don't, something country, this bar, country ass shit. What you think of country now? Me on whiskey. I'm like, what the fuck? He's not even trying to hide it.
No,
But
I see what you're saying.
I think the first disc is a lot better. But again, just every song features drinking, which isn't a problem, but it's like it's specifically whiskey. I don't know. It's just that very generic country music talking about riding tractors, but it's written from a private jet. There's no soul in it. No soul,
As
man. There's no
as
soul.
Bo Burnham once sang a song called "Pandarin." Have you guys ever heard that one?
I just saw that yesterday when I was trying to figure out a good way to describe this, and then I saw that and I was like, damn, that is a perfect quote.
Yeah, it really is.
Like you got these guys flying in private jets, talking about uh, riding a tractor down a dirt road. They've probably never done it in their life. Maybe Morgan Wallen has because he's from Sneedville, but uh,
Yeah.
these other guys, I don't know. But I do not try to let my own biases affect my scores. I gave it a 6.5 because clearly it did something right if it got as popular as it was.
All right, I respect that. That's fair.
Even if he didn't really write any of it, he's kind of just up there singing. Kevin,
Jordan.
what are your thoughts?
Um,
Dangerous.
I thought it was pretty good. When I was going through it, I did like the one thing I will say, I don't like how long the album is. I think it's I know it's like two different albums, but together listening to 30 some songs, it was not very
Right.
fun. That's not a thing that I'm not of. Um,
Nah, that's the best part about it.
no, that's where
And
you and I
me
agree.
and Jordan literally did just say we like that the best.
I love
No,
long albums.
I am the complete opposite, and I will say, well, going forward, his next two albums are just long as hell too, which I didn't really care for either. Not just from the whole like, it's too many songs. Like I'm one where I like the 12 to 15, 16, and I think that should be it.
I can see where you're coming from.
I liked the second one more than the first one, which it sounds like I might be the only one that did.
That would be an accurate statement.
I'm just looking through what I wrote down. Yeah, like especially how the second album starts, "Sitting in My Boots." That's one of my favorites. I ended up giving the first one an 8.4 and the second one an 8.7. So I guess with the both of them, I can just average it out to be like an 8.5. But I will say is very he's very generic with like what you were saying, Jordan. He's either drinking whiskey, complaining about some girl, or it's just very repetitive. But I enjoyed it.
Okay.
All right, well, that takes us to our next album.
Wait, which one are we?
One
third one.
Thing at a Time. Another long album, 36 songs this time. Let's see. This album, and I'm going to catch some flack with this, but that's okay because I know that I'm right. I would put this album on my Mount Rushmore of albums from this pod so far. Up there with what album, Jordan? That's right. Pop Psychology.
Sake.
It belongs at the top, but this one is better. 36
Good Lord.
songs, and honestly, I don't think any of them were a miss. I really, really like them all. Now, there's tiers to how good they are, but they're all very good. Last Night, great. Everything I Love might be my favorite Morgan Wallen song. I like it because it's got this like older feel to me. It's got this string bass 1-5-1-5, or well, I was singing it backwards, but whatever. It's got this like older feel to it. I really like that. Then The Man Made a Bar featuring Eric Church. I just think that's funny because we all know what then later happens at Eric Church's bar. But anywho, 98 Braves is a slept on song, but it's very good. One
Good
Thing
song.
at a Time, title track, very good. I Wrote the Book. I like that one a lot. I like the Ain't That Some. It's got a more almost rap feel to it with the way some of the verses and lyrics lie that I enjoy. Tennessee Numbers, good ballad, I think. Whiskey Friends, good. Keith Whitley, that's fine. In the Bible with Hardy is good. You Proof, classic. Thought You Should Know, classic. I really like Ford F-150 50. Not everybody does, but I do. Neon Star might be about as weak as this album gets, personally. It's still popular. Lots of radio play, but not my favorite. Bless me. Tennessee fan, another good one. Thinking About Me, good. Me to Me, good. Don't Think Jesus, good. Cowgirls, great song. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Morgan Wallen songs too. I think this is just a great album. I've listened to it through many, many times, both before the pod and for the pod, and it's so good. I would give this album a 9.4.
Holy shit! I just shot myself.
It's just, I love this album. There's not a song that I wouldn't turn on and bump anywhere with this album.
You wouldn't turn on and hump?
That's not what I said, but half of them are about getting, drunk and stuff. But no, I'd turn on and bump, as in like listen to and party with.
I'd only listen to this album again in Sneedsville.
I'm actually looking at Sneedsville on Google Maps right now.
Well, you gave it a 9. What?
4.
Damn. So it was just weird. Like on Metacritic, it has a wholly aggregate score of a 47 out of 100.
No way. You're lying.
This, like, I was looking at reviews. This album is so badly panned by everywhere.
Not by me.
I can tell, Mr. Pop Psychology over here.
I only like controversial albums, I guess.
Well, at least on Pop Psychology, they wrote their own album.
Yeah. Well, I accept that.
This album did absolutely nothing for me. I like that it's long. That's
what she said.
That's something that I will always like about music. I love long albums. But I knew I was going to like it when the first song was just Born with a Beer in my hand. That's all I needed to hear. I did like 98 Braves, so that was a cool little callback to the 98 Braves. Other than that, nothing on this album really
did it for you.
Nothing really did it for me. I mean, it's crazy. Not even just the amount of writers he had on this album, but the amount of different musicians he had for each and every single song is just crazy. I mean, there's 20 musicians that were used on this album. It's crazy. Multiple drummers, multiple singers, multiple guitars, ukulele, pianos. That's crazy. Like, and then, oh my God, there's so many credits on this album. It's just like, my mind can't comprehend it. I'm just so used to watching these little bands with 4 dudes go into a studio together and mix and master it. Come out a year later. But I mean, just looking at it, looks like this album probably cost millions to make. It's just mind-boggling to me. And I mean, it paid off. I mean, it hit the Billboard. What? It did hit number 1, didn't it?
Yes.
And then he had 5 songs hit the top 10 of the Hot 100, which is just nuts.
Which is crazy to then think it gets a score of 47.
Well, I mean, but that's just I think that's a normal thing. Critics, and I don't call myself a critic, but when I see something like this, it's very just corporate and not slapstick together, but just very, very corporate driven, corporate created. It's just a huge turn off for me. Nothing, I don't want to say nothing flows, but it's like they literally went into a room with a bunch of writers and said, all right, we need 35 country songs. Doesn't matter. We need beer, whiskey, throw in a baseball tune, some trucks, come out in a month, and when you're done, boom, here's your albums. Wallen, go sing it. I feel like that's how this process goes.
Oh, please remind me, what band was it that did that, where they sat in the bubble for a month?
Bubble. Oh, that was a Cartel.
Cartel.
But that was the band members that had to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you're getting that sort of
effect. But I mean, this is just it's the whole music industry when you get to the top of it anyway, with like all pop. Clearly, he's considered a pop artist as well. That's just how the industry is. It's just they all have people writing and producing. I know his biggest writer is Ernest, but he does a lot of other country music singers too. And again, he's someone that you'll never ever hear about at festivals or anything, but he's just that driving force behind a lot of the music. It's like, who's the guy? Max Martin, I think is his name. I think it's Max Martin. He's like produced like half of the top hits since like the early 90s to now on radio play, from like NSYNC to Britney Spears to Taylor Swift and everything. It's crazy just how much goes on behind the scenes that you'll never hear about. What I did like about this One Thing at a Time is that it was recorded at Abbey Road in London. So that's pretty sick.
And it's better than anything the Beatles ever put out.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I'm not a big Beatles guy.
I'm not either. I don't care for the Beatles. I'll acknowledge their influences, but I'm always a bigger Rolling Stones guy.
I say the same thing about the Beatles.
I
I'm not
love the Rolling
necessarily a big
Stones.
Rolling Stones guy.
Oh, well. I love the Rolling Stones, but no, nothing on this album really jumps out. I gave it a 6.0 because clearly did something right if you're putting up 500 million streams in a week.
That you are, my friend.
Or it's getting pushed by the music industry because they need
It's
that money
getting pushed
back.
by big music.
It is getting pushed by big music, and then All Music gave it a 2.5 out of 5-star rating. Yeah, we got a 47. That's kind of weird.
Then what do you think?
I gotta stop rambling.
Yeah, can you shut the hell up?
You can go back to Sneedville.
Yeah.
All right. I think what everybody's wondering is my input.
Not really, but go off, Sneed.
I thought this album was pretty darn good.
I would agree with that.
It was very catchy.
Yes.
Starts off well with Born with a Beer in My Hand. I thought that was a snazzy song.
You're snazzy.
Everything I Love, I thought was very good. Man Made a Bar is funny, but I do not like Eric Church, so I don't really care for that song. What else do I have? 98 Braves was a good song. It was a good little throwback, which is pretty cool. You Proof is one of his more popular songs. Pretty darn good. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I ended up giving it a 8.7.
Okay. Good.
Damn.
Good.
John, what did you give it?
I give it a 9.4.
9.4.
All right. Now, contrary to everything that I just said about this album here, the next album that he just released, while it is still a long album, and I do still like that aspect of it, I'm the Problem is not an album made for me. I've listened to most of this once a few times now. I'm the Problem's a good song. I did not like the interlude at all. I know, Jordan, you're a big fan of interludes, and I thought about that as I heard it.
When they're done right.
Didn't like this one. The next song I'm looking through that I would say I like was Love Somebody, and that's the 22nd song in the album. So it took a long ways to get to another good song. Smile, I like. That's about it.
I don't get why the interlude was the 6th song on the album when there's 37 fucking songs.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, and honestly, it just so far
very out of place.
It's not for me. This whole album is just not for me.
Well, you need 20 cigarettes then.
Yeah, I better kick myself too. But anyways, yeah, this is just not the album for me. I still like it because I still like his voice, I guess I should say. And
Yeah.
I really do. But the songs just aren't cutting it for me at this point. I'd drop it way back down. This will be the lowest score I gave. It's like a 6.0 to me. It just
wow.
way back, plummet down to earth. I'm being a little nice probably with the 6 because I think it's going to grow on me after a while of listening to it. But right now it's just that it ain't it, Chief. It ain't it at all.
Oh, damn.
Jordan gave it a 5.
I gave it a what?
I said Jordan gave it 5.
Jordan
No,
gave it a 10.
I will say the interlude being number 6 was kind of weird. It really threw me off when I was listening. I was like, "What? Isn't this a 3.5-hour album? Why is the interlude 6 songs in? There better be another one." Again, shit ton of writers, shit ton of musicians, ton of technical behind the scenes. It's a very nicely produced album. I don't think it's bad. It's gotten decent reviews, sitting like a 65 on Metacritic, which is not bad. I don't think it's his worst, but again, to me, it's nothing on here stands out. I'm the Problem isn't a bad song. Probably the only one I could really say that stood out. But this album, it was just all filler for me. I gave it a 9.8.
Hey,
No, I gave it a 6.5.
now we're talking. Who would have guessed today that I rate Morgan Wallen lower than Jordan?
What do you mean? I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it a
Oh
6.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You did. And I think our lower scores are definitely going to keep. I think our still highest average is still key is what we aim for.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll have to average it out and see.
I did really like Cute is what we aim for.
They should do a song with him.
Band. They should.
Yeah, you liked it so much you put the podcast up twice.
Yeah, because it's the best. Cartel was really good too. I have to admit.
I can't wait for you to go fix it and you just put it up for a third time.
I'm considering.
All right, keep on. What do you got to say about Sneedville?
He needs to make an album just titled Sneedville.
After listening to this podcast, he will.
If he listens to this, I'll walk to Sneedville if he listens to this.
I thought this album was pretty. I said the last one was pretty darn good. I thought this was pretty darn good.
Okay.
The Problem was a great start. What else do I have? I will agree the interlude, that was weird to have like 30 songs follow it. I thought that was odd.
Probably the only song he wrote.
20 cigarettes. My one comment I have for that is that sounds like that should be Adam's song with his emergency cigarettes. But yeah, looking through everything again, I don't really have anything that I hated. I ended up giving this a 9.2.
Crazy. I'm glad you like it, though. I think one day I will. But that day is not today.
I don't understand the hate for it, but to each their own.
No, it just...
He's a popular country music star. They're going to get hate. Half the country hates country music.
Nah.
I just liked his last album so much that I was wanting just like a copy paste, and I just didn't think this was as good.
Well, I think wrong, John. I think the problem is you, and I think that you're wrong.
Well played. No, I think I will grow to like it. If we were to do this pod again in like 4 months, I think I'd sing a very different tune.
Let's do this again next week.
When's his next album coming out?
Tomorrow.
I've been getting alerts on Spotify for Her Last Sight.
I get them for Her Last Sight and Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah. So what's our average for Morgan Wallen?
I have to do math real quick.
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know.
I also left you your review for Eastern Shore Bank or whatever it is.
Did you really?
I did.
What'd you say?
Yeah, you'll see.
Did you say I was handsome?
Even better. You're the meat monster. All right, let's do some math.
Do some math.
29. Oh, that's just the average total. I was like, that's not right.
Are you okay?
I was confused for a second. Ooh, that one score really brought it down.
I came to a 7.6, which seems remarkably low for like my favorite artist in the music scene right now.
You said 7.6?
That's somehow what I got if I added
Damn,
correctly.
that is lower than Q is what we aim for. Why did you do that?
I'm not sure how I did that.
All of a sudden, you're going to see Q is what we aim for streams just go through the roof.
My overall
Everyone's
came
listening to the pod. Holy shit,
8.
John prefers this to his favorite artist? Let's listen.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kevin.
My overall ended up being an 8.4.
And I had a 5.8. Higher than I thought it would be.
Huh?
I thought it was going to be 6. Huh. Interesting way how that math worked out.
He's
Huh.
just my one thing with him is he's catchy and everything, but he is very generic with his lyrics, like you said, Jordan.
He doesn't write it.
I mean, still, but whoever the
Yeah.
hell's so it's very generic.
Yeah, who the hell? I'm the Problem had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 writers. Those lyrics, you need 5 writers for that? What the fuck? And how many different writers did he use on this album? Like 80?
Something like that.
Like, goddamn, this album probably cost $30 million to make. Holy hell!
I don't know. I guess he's the pro.
We know that. I wonder if TN Tennessee, that track number 12. I wonder if that's about Sneedville.
Probably. I can't think of any other town in Tennessee you'd want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know any other towns in Tennessee, to be honest.
Born in Tennessee. No, he wasn't born in Tennessee. He's from.
You weren't born in Tennessee.
My dad is from Tennessee.
Is he from Sneedville?
No,
Where's he from?
Cookville.
Excuse me?
Does
Yeah.
every town in Tennessee end with Ville? Cookville, Sneedville, Nashville. What's left?
Knoxville,
Knoxville,
Memphisville.
Memphisville. That's in Kentucky.
Are you stupid?
Yes. But that has nothing to do with what I just said.
Gatlinburgville.
Gatlinburgville, yeah.
That's crazy. Tennesseeville.
I was about to say the same thing.
All right. Well, that was Morgan Wallen. Kevin is picking our next artist. Who you got, Kevon?
Well, it's a pretty cool band that only has 3 words to its name. And Jordan, I know you know all about them.
Do I?
And this is a personal one for me. It's the 3-man band.
What?
With Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal. No.
We should do that one time.
I'm going with Famous Last Words.
Interesting. Very interesting choice, my friend.
Jordan's going to hate them. John's going to give them a 10.0. It's going to be a great time.
I'm going to give them an 11.
Yeah, don't tell me what I'm going to give.
I'm going to give you an arse kicking.
I'm going to give you a wet willy. How many albums do they have? So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 albums and
an EP.
And an EP. Okay. When's their next album coming out?
Hopefully when we're at Sandbar.
We'll be too busy watching Money in the Bank. We're on stage just watching it. All right.
Come up to me and I'll start giggling.
Do we have any other thoughts before we close it?
Morgan Wallen's awesome. Sneedville is the best place to be.
Well, you gave Cute is what we aim for a better score.
Yeah, John.
That doesn't mean Morgan Wallen's not awesome.
Hell, I think you gave Cartel a better score.
He needs another DUI.
No, Morgan Wallen's already gotten a few of those.
Well, he needs another.
I need one too. Before it's too late.
There is an age cutoff when it comes to DUIs.
Yep, 30.
I think I'm turning that next month.
I am that.
I'm nowhere close to that, losers.
I can't believe in less than 2 weeks we'll be at Sandbar. John, are you coming down for that Saturday? Oh wait,
Yes,
we probably just end it before we start talking about Sandbar and Meatloaf. All right, this has been a 3-man 1 band. We're going to be filming another live episode here soon, so make sure you keep in touch. Keep listening. I don't know what to say. Keep touching. Keep touching. Keep touching us. There we go. John, what are your famous last words?
Live long and party prosper.
There we go.
I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes. But that's a list that I can't find. If I'd have built my